We have quite a bunch of countries that still stick to a war on drugs paradigm. That also means that it's usually very repressive, short-handed, short-term interventions in order to reduce the cultivation or trafficking of illicit drugs. But when you look at the countries where most of our illicit drugs come from, it's most of them developing countries with high levels of poverty, marginalization, lack of access to markets, lack of access to land. And of course, those people grow because they don't have any alternatives. This all happens while we have the highest historical levels of coca and opium poppy cultivation. So there's an urgent need for intervention that go beyond only eradicating the fields, but that take into account the root causes of that problem. Sarah and we try to recap the history of development in global drug control. Because it's not until 1988 that we actually have a convention that speaks about the need for alternative development.
It's not just about crop substitution, it encompasses way more measures, go from rural development to infrastructure, to education, to health, and to security. When implementing drug policy measures, it's really important to implement this holistic approach. Although the political momentum is increasing, this would actually have to be backed up by more long-term funding, and this is linked to the whole set of measures that have to be implemented simply because you would need 5 to 10 years to harvest crops, legal crops that would replace the illicit drug crops in the long term.